You were talking about, the importance of feeding your soul. And I'd like you to say something about this personally, also in this wider context that we have been talking about together for many years, which is that, in a way, the biggest challenge to social environmental sustainability is also consumerism, what you are now focusing on with Instituto Akatu. And we talked about the necessity of a paradigm shift, not only from unsustainable production for consumption to more sustainable production, but the fact that we are trying to fill non-material needs through consumption, that we have a whole economy, a whole society, which more and more is global, that attempts to satisfy all our needs in a very material way, while we can see throughout human history that, in fact, many of our needs are not material. So I think that leads back to this question of what feeds your soul in your experience, and how does that relate to consumerism?
If I talk in general, my own soul is fed, in general, is fed by beauty. Beauty, not only in the aesthetic sense of beauty, but in the ethic sense of beauty also. So, as the Greeks would equalize aesthetic and ethics. In Portuguese, I say that there are 4 A's: afeição, amizade, amor e arte. 4 A's, which is affection, friendship, love, and art. These 4 elements, these 4 A's in Portuguese, they are all related to beauty. Beauty in the sense affection. You can only have affection for other people if you reduce your own importance in that relationship and really try to find what's good in the other one. You can only have friendship in the same way. You're only going to really love someone, if you're going to accept that other person thoroughly, without asking what that person has to give you, but asking yourself what you have to give to the other person. And the art is exactly the same. If you produce the art, you're being generous to people. You're expressing your emotions, and you're dedicating your life to expressing your emotions through art. You're expressing your vision of the world through art. So it's all beauty. Beauty is the basic attribute, which I think should be part of the Bill of Rights of the human being. The right to beauty. Anyone should have the right to beauty. The right to beauty in relations, in terms of friendship, affection, love. The art to beauty in whatever surrounds you, physically, tangibly, or intangibly. And that's what feeds my soul. For instance, I see that I harden myself whenever I stay too long far from music, for instance. Music is a most extraordinary art, because it talks to anyone of any culture, and it touches you without you knowing what is the interface. The interface is sounds. You cannot really understand what is going on. Why is it that this sound going this way? I feel my emotions, and you, coming from a totally different culture, you feel the same emotion. Is it the same? I don't know if it is the same. But if you feel moved by music. So I love the language of music because of that ability to talk to different cultures. I would love to find a language that would have that. Actually, the closest to music, in my point of view, is poetry. In poetry, we are able to express beyond the words themselves. So you read poetry and you're not reading the words. You're reading the images, the way the images relate to each other and how they move you in certain directions.
On our website globalleadership.tv, you will find additional footage, other dialogues with innovation leaders from around the world, and also the hands-on practices that help them and their organizations to move from inspiration to real change.